presidential debate show a significant number of voters are very focused on what these candidates are going to say about one issue: immigration. In a moment, we will be joined by Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Jose Antonio Vargas, who came out as an illegal immigrant himself. But first, we begin with Ann Coulter, an attorney and author of Adios, America, the left's plan to turn our country into a third world hellhole. And it's always fun to see you. Okay, so this is big for you. This issue was obviously going to get attention at any presidential debate. But then we saw Kate Steinle murdered, and we saw Donald Trump come under fire for his comments about immigration. What specifically are you going to be looking for tomorrow night?
Well, I think people should be looking for, well, for one thing, every other candidate on stage ought to be thanking Donald Trump, because otherwise it would have been, me and a few other political obsessive watching. Now you're going to have ratings like, if not the Super Bowl, at least the World Series, I'd think, because Donald Trump is there. But one of the main things you look for is this nonsense about, oh, yes, of course we want to secure the border, but not a wall. Look, if they won't put a wall on the border, they're not serious about it. So you have Chris Christie saying, yes, we want to secure the border, but I've seen the human spirit. A wall won't work. You have Jeb Bush saying it's an act of love. You have, various others saying, no, we're going to have drones and high technology. Drones and high technology on the border is a synonym for no wall. What's a drone going to do? So we can watch them run across the border? That's great. But, our country's being ruined, but at least we'll be entertained.
What about, because the supporters, on the other side, look at the polls like this one from CBS News, and they say the American people are behind doing something to allow people to stay. Look at this. Republican voters believe immigrants in the U.S. illegally should be allowed to stay 55%. Does that mean the Republicans, are against you on this?
I don't think so. I think it's the way questions are asked. I mean, that's very personal. You don't want to feel like you're being mean to the people who are here. And yeah, a lot of them are admirable. A lot of them are good people. That shouldn't be the question for someone running to be the president of the United States. The question should be, does this help America? And I'd like to ask them, how many immigrants are enough? We already have 42 million immigrants in this country. These guys all talk about how they want to go back to the era of Reagan, and they'd be Reagan. Well, in the 80s, when Reagan was elected, 1 of every 16 people residing in America was foreign-born. Today, it's 1 in 7. 1 in 7. At what point? Okay, we have 42 million now. 100 million? 200 million? How many are enough?
But the other side says, for the 11 to 12 million who are here now, it is impractical, if not impossible, to talk about deporting them.
Well, I liked Romney's answer to that: enforce E-Verify, and they'll go home the same way they came. I mean, everyone made fun of Mitt Romney for saying they'd self-deport. Oh, it's so impractical. And there aren't 12 million, there are at least 30 million. Okay, so let's say 30 million. How are 30 million going to self-deport? Are you going to round them up? Well, we didn't round them up to get them here. They're going to go home the same way they came.
Ann, thank you.
Thank you.